Hey my fellow diamond friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalikaloo on the internet, and I also go by the name of Kali. I'm happy that you found your way to today's video, which will be the second part of my September long. Just a quick reminder, so the September long is a project I fixed for myself. It's themed about fantasy, so I took just a canvas I really enjoyed doing, and I sectioned it off in 30 parts so that I can work on one part randomly every day. And I will make a video about daily about my progress. So it can be either rip and sip and chat like today, or it can just be a work along. I have not done yet one, but I was thinking about doing one today, and you will know very soon why. So this will be a whip and sip and chat. The theme for today, I fixed myself to talk a little bit about Diamond Art Club's D-stashes. I wanted to talk to you about also what my neighbors are up to. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I'm up to, progress and project-wise for my home, and also a bit about more about Japan and a little bit more about everything that was linked to my childhood and the good memories of that. So these are topics for today. You can see that I opened up this section, and it's actually the Wheel Decide, like the tiny decision app, that shows this part for me. It is just above the part we did yesterday, so it's part 13 today, part 18 yesterday, and I will start working on that quickly. So why is this a voiceover? You might notice that it's not really a live recording, and that's because my neighbor's actually doing some work in their home. It's actually currently, it was when I filmed it, it was a little bit after 8 a.m. and they are redoing like their bathroom. So they are changing the tiles and everything, and they use a drilling machine to take off like all of their old tiles. I don't know what is going on exactly, but there's a lot of noise, which is quite annoying if you ask me, but it is what it is. So we stay positive on this channel, but so you know why there's a voiceover, why there might be some parts that are live, and why there might be other parts there where other voiceovers, just so that you know, that you will get an idea of why it is. But this being said, I hope we can get into it, and let's get started with today's video. Get out your own work in progress or whatever it is you are working on, and let's work it and let's get into it. So you hear the noise already, so this is the neighbors. I'm sorry about that. I do the best I can, and I hope that they will be done pretty quickly so that we can work again, or I can work again and do my videos in a better quality for you guys. So I'll stop talking right now, and I'll go over to a little bit of more music, I guess, and then I will go over to another live voice work. So enjoy the video, and like always, please stay healthy and hydrated while you work on your own project. So get something, a coffee, a tea, or whatever it is you want to drink, some water to accompany your work, and that it is. See you. I guess they are done. I'm not so sure yet, but like I told you in the voiceover, so my neighbors are doing homework. They're working on their bathroom, and they are redoing their tiles. So there might be some noises. I hope that this does not affect my diamond painting video too much, because like I said, well, they started 3 days ago, and I don't understand how they are working, because they at 8 a.m. they started working with the drilling machine to get the tiles off the walls, which I totally understand, because it's something you want to do. It's a big job, so you just do it. But then they stopped at around 10 a.m. They just disappeared. Then in the afternoon, they did not use the drilling machine again, but they worked on different things. and now the second day they just started again at 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. with the drilling machine. After that you did not hear it, and they just continued working with hammering and stuff in the afternoon, which is not as bad as you can hear now the drilling machine. And the thing is, I don't get it, because why would they need, well, I mean, if there's still stuff that's not properly taken off, I get it, but still, I mean, they always do it in the mornings, and I mean, it's fine, I'm off work, so but I know that there are people who work differently, so that they have like different hours of work, like they work super late, they come back home in the morning, early in the morning, so they are still sleeping. And I don't think that this is the right way to go about, and to just do it as early in the morning. They could have done it in the afternoon if that's how they work. But anyway, I'm not a worker, a constructor, a builder, so I don't know why they are doing it this way, but I can easily understand people who get upset about it or get annoyed about it. But we here on my channel, we want only the good vibes, so I'm not gonna complain much about this. Just say that my neighbors are doing some work, so if you hear some noise, this is due to that. I want to go on with my project I fixed, so I wanted to tell you guys that I do a video a day. I decided to do another whip and sip and chat today, so this is what I'll be doing, and let's continue. So myself, I finished putting up all shelves yesterday. So I told you guys that I got furniture from IKEA to put up and to put my books into it and so on. I told you that there was still one furniture left to build. I finished that yesterday after I did the video. I just found the energy to do that, but now I'm still waiting for my grandpa, like I told you, to see if I should fix them on the wall. I put everything. I did not put the books in yet, because like I said, I'm not sure yet if the furniture would fall over. I don't think that it would, but I want to be careful about that. So I did not put any books in yet. They're still in their boxes. Gonna wait for Grandpa to come back from his holiday to just start my own project, and then I will get to the next project. So there are 2 projects still I have to do. If you saw the early whip and sip and chat I did earlier this year, there are not that many, but I can't remember when I actually did it. I told you guys that I got work to do in my basement, because there's like the salt that is coming through the walls, because this is an old house. So my house that I bought has over 100 years. So these houses were constructed differently than they are now, and there's some salt spots that are soaking through my walls, which is not bad. So it's nothing bad for my health. It's not like if you get some moisture and it's like super unhealthy. No, it's nothing like that. It's just like the salt that's going through. My grandpa had the same thing, and so this is one project I still have. And I also have like this tiny cabin in my garden that I want to renovate, because I feel like it's not 100% waterproof anymore. So there are some wooden tiles on the ceiling that are like, I feel like there's some water coming through, and I don't like that, because I have my machines in it and I have some things in it, so I want to be careful about that. Yeah, so these are the 2 projects. Sorry, I had to drink. I wanted to work on after the project with my bookshelves and so on. So this will take some time, because for my bookshelves I have to be careful with the symbol. You remember the mess I made yesterday. So I have to be still looking for the pillars and stuff once Grandpa is back. So this will take me some time, and then I will work. I just put some plastic panel, I think, or something over my garden house so that the water won't enter and snow won't enter if we should get snow this year during winter. And then next year I will get to that project for sure. Next spring probably. And now I just don't know. It's just like then I will go to the cellar and just work on that project, I guess. So yeah, some house projects here as well. For the rest, everything has been renovated, but I want these places to look good as well. And then yeah, that's that. Afterwards, what will I be doing? I'm not so sure yet. I also like gardening very much. I don't know if you are like me, but that's something that I keep enjoying a lot. So with the help of some people, I just recently decorated my home and my garden. So I bought a rose, I switched up a flower pot. Well, it's a big flower pot because it was from my bamboo, and they have grown so big, and I just had to change it because there was a hole in it, and a bigger hole, and the water did not get into the pot anymore, so I had to change it, and there was an offer at my local store, so I just picked one up, and I was super happy that I got the help to change everything up and to make it look neat again just before the winter will start. Yeah, what did I want to talk to you guys about else? So I've been pretty recently been interested again in some anime. I don't know if this is something that you are interested in, but somehow during my summer holidays I often get like a period where I start getting into anime and manga, probably because I've got time again, and I feel like I don't know, I have like more time, and it reminds me a little bit about my early years when I was in primary school, which was actually the best time of my life. I feel like I remember this pretty often recently, how great that was a time, because I don't know, I get somehow melancholic when I think about that time. It was such a nice time. I just went to school. I really liked that school. I had my friends there. I was super happy about that. And school was easy for me, so I did not have to learn much. I just went there, I got home, I did my homework quickly, and after some time, since I liked watching anime, and actually we had I watched German TV, so there was this program called RTL 2, like RTL 2 if you want. And it was some German program where they were showing a lot of anime. Like you had Jan the Thief, you had Detective Conan, you had Yu-Gi-Oh, you had like a ton of different things, and this was like Digimon and so on, and this was the best time ever. And so when I went home, like when I came home, I don't know if you know how school works here. Well, if you have like the primary school, we have like most of the days, like the long days, that is Monday, Wednesday and Friday. We would have school from 8 to 12 o'clock, and then we would have school from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. This is on the longer days, so I call longer days the 3 days I just named. After that, like on Tuesday and Thursday, we have just school until 12 o'clock. So this is super, super nice, because this means you really have a lot of free time when you're still in primary school. And so when I was there, I really enjoyed it, because during midday, since my mom was working, I actually went to my grandparents' place. So they put me into school that was closer to my grandparents. And they cooked, my grandma cooked for me, and I ate it there. And after school, I went back there. So just that I could do my homework there, and that someone was there to take care of me because I was still little back then. And this was a great time. I really enjoyed that. And when I was there, well, my grandma, I loved eating at her place. It was the best cooking ever that she made. I feel like every grandma does the best dishes ever. And so yeah, I was pretty happy at that time. So I remember that when I was there on the longer days, so when I had school after 12 o'clock again from 2 to 4, I often went to my friend that lived pretty close to the school, and I just went right after eating, and then I went to her place and we played some video games. Like we played a lot of karaoke, like SingStar in between the hours. Then we went back to school together. She was in my class. And yeah, these are like great memories I have from that time. And somehow, sometimes I miss that because everything has become so complicated nowadays. And other thing I really liked about this is when I came back from school, actually there were like these animes that were on TV on RTL2, but like my favorite animes, they were just, I did not get a chance to watch them because they often came between 2 and 4. So I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Digimon or Detective Conan. And so I did not get a chance to watch this because you know that anime, these little series, they don't take that long. I mean, they take between like 20 and 30 minutes one episode. So often I just did miss all of them until I got home because of school. Well, it's not a problem, but yeah. So at the beginning, when I really enjoyed it, I just missed them and it was okay. I was a little bit sad. So my grandparents got a video recorder for me and they recorded it for me. So my grandpa, I think it was him, who just pushed on the button every time because it was the very, very first video recorder we got. And you still had to push the button manually to say at what time you wanted to record something. So he put the button every day for long days when I was at school, just so that I could watch later my Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever it was that I wanted to see. And I think this is super, super kind of him. And I'm really grateful for that because this made my days really, really sweet. And at the beginning, like my grandma was always, because she was like the one that took care of me and that was supervising my education, and she was learning with me and so on, because they always say grandpa is not as patient as my grandma is. And so she was the one that actually studied with me for like class papers and stuff. And yeah, so at the beginning it was always like, yeah, you have to do your homework first, and once you're done you can actually watch TV. So first of all, when you get back from school, you just do your homework. Once you're done, you can have a little bit of fun. So what I did is on some days I just watched then my TV shows after being done with homework. Like I said, I did not have any troubles with anything at school. At elementary school, everything was pretty easy. So there was no problem. I don't have a problem. For me, like memorizing things is pretty easy. So I know that this can be super difficult for some children. So I was really, really lucky with that. I did not need to put a lot of effort into memorizing things. So I got done with my homework pretty easily and pretty quickly every day. And this made it so easy for me, and I got a lot of free time afterwards. That's what I might like a lot about this period, because everything was pretty easy and I feel like it was the best time for me, because yeah, everything was so effortlessly done. You had a lot of free time, you got a lot of happy moments and stuff. And I feel like in today's society, this is something that's sometimes missing. So I like to think about this a lot. And I thought about it actually a lot during these holidays. I often saw myself telling someone, "Oh, I miss these good old times." And yeah, it's true. I actually miss them. Um, yeah, anyway, so just to tell you, this was at the beginning. So usually what we did, I did my homework, then I watched my anime, so they did not take that long, and I was done pretty quickly. Or afterwards, like what we often did, if the weather allowed it, since my grandparents actually they live like very close to where I live now, and they are actually just right next to the forest. So what we would do is we would go for a stroll in the woods, and often there were other kids, like other members of the family that joined us there. Like my grandpa also got my cousins, and they joined us, or like my like her sister brought her grandchildren, so they were all my age, and it was pretty cool because we spent a lot of time in nature, which was nice. And I think that is something that is missing today. Like, there are not that many people who actually spend much time in nature anymore. But this was really great. I have so many fond memories of that time. We were just like, there were different places we would go, like mostly in forest right behind our house. There were different tours, longer or shorter, that we could make, and we children, we were just playing. Often we were imagining scenarios, like we were in some world and we were the heroes of it, like with some special, I don't know if it were Pokemon or if it were just, we were just adventurers or something. We picked up some sticks and we would just play, and this is pretty amazing. And there was also like this playing field there with swings and stuff, so I have really fond memories of that. And in the summertime we would also go elsewhere into other villages or close to the river. We have a big river on the east side of the country, so we would go there, play not Monopoly, but mini golf and stuff. So I have really, really fond memories of that time, actually. And normal that I would miss them sometimes, I think, but yeah. And later on, I remember that when I got a little bit older, I was like, "Grandma, why can't I just watch TV while I work on my homework?" And she was like, "No, no, 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 you can't concentrate enough, this won't work and stuff." But she just said one day, "Okay, you can try. You can try if it works." And it did pretty work because yeah, I watched some TV during it, but I was no stupid child. I don't think any child is stupid, but I think that I was not like, I picked up things super quickly, and this is a chance I had when I was younger. So I was done pretty easily and pretty rapidly with my homework. And so she was like, "Okay, I see it does work, so you can watch your anime during while you do your homework." And this was the best moment ever, because from that moment on, I just could watch my TV and I could watch everything I wanted while I was doing my homework. And she did not say anything because she actually knew that I would do it correctly and that there were no problems there. I would not go over it rapidly just to be done with it. I took my time with my homeworks and I watched TV at the same time. So these are fond memories I have. And later on, I just also noticed that when I learn stuff now, I actually, I don't care if there are noises while I'm studying. I know that some people have problems with that. I think I'm going to switch on my light pad because I don't see that well. You see there are some symbols I missed from the symbol before. So I know that there are some people who have problems actually studying with sounds when there are sounds, but I don't mind. I think that this is actually, as long as it's not the same language. Like, for instance, if I am studying or reading something, I had for university, I had to learn a lot of things, memorized a lot of things in French or in Spanish. And if I would then watch something or listen to something of the same language, it would get problematic, because I would actively listen to what they would be saying or talking about. So this would be problematic. But if, for instance, I am listening to German music, I could pretty easily learn something in French. But if it's something in German, I would have to study. Well, it would be a little bit harder, because I'm trying to focus on German language, and then I'm listening to German. This could be pretty confusing sometimes for my brain. I can do it, but it's harder for me to just tell my brain, stop thinking about music, concentrate yourself on what is said on paper, what we are reading. So I know that multitasking is not optimal for most people, but I enjoy listening to music quite a lot while studying. This is actually how I studied for a long time in my life. I just put on some music, and that was that. There is nothing bad about that. Well, at least that's how I did it, and it worked for me. I know this does not work for everyone. There are different types of people out there, different types of learners, which is normal. There are some pretty nice tests you can actually do. They are for free, where you can see what kind of person and learner you are. And throughout that test, you will also see things that might help you to learn and stay concentrated, and what it is that you or your child need to just stay focused on something. So that's that, pretty nice. That's some good memories I have of my childhood, actually. I also remember, I don't know if I talked about this earlier in another video, but I also remember that when my mom came back from work, she sometimes brought me, there were these Panini stickers, like these sticker albums. You get them still or the kids still get them for FIFA or for the World Cups and the European Cups, football games. So these are albums, small albums, where you have the stickers. You have to buy the stickers, and you can put them then in your sticker album. And I got these for my mom, because I love doing that. And even now I do love putting stickers someplace, and especially if I have to collect them. Even if I'm not really interested in the subject or the story they're telling, well, I'm not going to collect FIFA or football stickers. That's not that much of what I like, but like the Disney ones, you get a lot of Disney ones. I would love to have these. Like, I got even the Frozen one, even when I had already 20 years or something. I just bought a Frozen one, because damn, this is nice. I like really putting down stickers into these thingies. And so this is something I enjoyed. And sometimes when my mom came back from work, she had stopped someplace to just buy things to eat, or there were also a newspaper stand or something, and she just what we call kiosk. A kiosk is it's just a small shop where you can buy some newspapers, you can buy magazines, you can buy books. There are not many books, but a short little selection of books. You can buy everything that's pen or paper, stuff that you would need for your work, or and yeah, they also have the stickers and magazines for children. So that's where she got it from, and she brought it to me, and that was the best thing ever again, because like I told you guys, I really enjoy doing that, and she knew that. And so she brought me 5 packages of stickers, and I was I had this whole way I would open it. You can just open up the whole thing and just pull them out, but that's not how I would do it. I would actually turn them over so that I would not see the images of the picture, because I knew exactly what picture I already had in my stock, but the numbers, I did not know which numbers I had, but I had a whole list. I did the whole list thing, where I put the numbers I had and which I had not yet. Probably I actually just put the numbers I did not have on that list. And so I turned them the way that I would not actually see the picture, so that I just see the back of it and the number. And then I opened up very carefully the top of it. I just opened it up like this, that I could take them out all without seeing the image. I just put them down, and then I would order them from smallest to highest number. So why did I do that? I would just do that to just have spend a little bit more time on this fun activity, to just like stretch the moment of happiness I had with these things. So these were unnecessary things. I just could have taken them out, taken a look at them, and know if I had them or not. But no, I wanted the pleasure to be a little bit longer. So I just, like I told you, I flipped them over, took a look of the numbers, just put them in the right order, and then I would compare them with my list, or I would go even through the whole sticker book one by one, just to see if I had it or if I did not have it yet. And this was so much fun. I remember in the old days, this is like what made me really, really happy. And the sticker ones, the one album that I still have, well, I have them all, but my favorite one was the Digimon one, and I also had one Pokemon one. So these were my very, very favorite ones, and I still have them for the same reason, because I really liked them. And all of this happened, or started actually, when did I start liking these so much? Well, we did an annual trip, mostly annual. So I say annual, it was not every year, but with family we often went like once a year with everyone, like my grandma, my mom, my grandpa, some of my cousins. We went to the ocean, like Belgium ocean, and we just took a house there. Like there were some parks, like center parks. So these are little houses, for those who don't know. Like you have different or few bathrooms with beds. Like it's for family mostly. If you can go with family, you can go two families. You get different sizes of houses, depending on what you need, how big your family is, how many family members you want to take with you, how many rooms you want. So we often went there, and it was great because like it's a park, so it's closed off. For the children, we have a garden, so you can play there. You always have a place you can play with other children as well, but it's closed off. So like it's easy for the parents to supervise you, so that you won't just leave, or that you just can't get stolen, kidnapped away. So that's why I guess it's pretty neat. And it was also close to the ocean, so that we could go there by foot. There was no need for a car. That's why we often went there, and we had so much fun. Also have a lot of memories, good memories at that place. And even now sometimes I feel like I want to go back there. And I went, for example, back there this year with my mom. I went there in, what was it? I think it was in May. I think it was in May that I went. Was it? May, or no, it was in May. It was in May. So I went in May, I went there with my mom, but I feel like it's no longer the same if I just go with her. Like we went a lot there. We went there with my whole family. Like I told you, my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, and my cousins. So I have really good memories of it. We were like at least 2 children every time. So this makes it different than when you go just with your parent there. Well, it was still nice, but no longer the same thing. So yeah, very fun memories of that as well. I'm gonna switch colors. I'm going for this one. And I lost actually why I told you about that. Yeah, why I started this whole thing about what did I do right now? The whole thing about stickers, how I got to that. Well, actually, when we were in Belgium, like at the coast, They also have like these shops, like more even when I was little. They had like these shops like where you could buy gifts and stuff for when you came back from holidays, to give to your other family members, to get to children and so on. And there were also one place that sold like these sticker album. They are very, very thin, you know, but they sold it with like a ton of stickers. Like usually you have to buy them separately. You get like the album and you have to buy the stickers separately. Like you get just maybe 5 packages with it, but I had like 50 packages with it, like with the album right away. And probably the stickers, you did not even get them anymore because I never finished the sticker album. But I just wanted it so badly, and my mom was like, what will you do with it? Why would you spend a fortune, because back then it was a fortune, on that stuff, and you don't even get the stickers anymore? And I was like, yeah, but Mom, I can put them in there, and it's so fun putting the stickers down. It's not even the idea to finish the album. It's more like I got stickers, I can order them, I can put them down the correct way and stuff. It was more about that. And so I got it, I bought it, and that's when it actually started. Like, this is when I started loving. I already saw that I liked this idea of it, and when I put them down, I was so happy. And even here I stretched out like this idea of enjoyment from it I got by putting down every day like 2 sticker packages I got with always 5 stickers in it. So I just put down 10 stickers a day, and I waited for the rest, like for the next day, to put down some more stickers, just to like keep that fun a little bit longer alive, I guess. But yeah, so many good memories from that, and that's how it actually started. I have not bought any sticker albums in quite a while now, probably because I have not seen anything that I like. Like mostly there are like football sticker albums that come out, like I told you, like for the World Cup and so on. I have not seen these things in more recent years. I don't know if this is even a thing yet. I don't know if you can hear, but they started it again. So I don't know if it's a thing still, that this thing, if this is still something that does exist, that you do. If you have kids, maybe you can let me know. Is this something that your kids still like to do? I don't know. I enjoyed it very much, so that is something I know. But yeah, is this something you did, like sticker albums? Yeah, so I told you it was mostly Digimon, or it was like stuff like that I really like doing. And I grew up mainly with anime and stuff like that. My favorite movie I watched like every year that they brought on TV, like for Christmas, was Princess Mononoke. So I watched them all at the beginning in German, because like either in Luxembourg you watch French TV or you watch German TV based on what your mother tongue is. Like, I grew up speaking Luxembourgish, which is much closer to German than it's actually to French. We speak all these languages, like we are multilingual here, and we are not just bilingual because we speak like Luxembourgish, French and German fluently. These 3 languages are also our official languages here in Luxembourg. Many people also speak English because we learn it pretty early in school. And then afterwards, yeah, you have a lot of people who come, like I told you, my mother tongue is Luxembourgish, so it's very close to German. Some people say it's some kind of dialect. And we have a lot of people whose family immigrated to Luxembourg a while ago. So we had a lot of, back in my days, we had a lot of people who came from Portugal or from Italy. And so they would speak like these languages at home, which are pretty close to French or closer to French, so they would watch French TV. So I actually had this division of people, the one watched this, the other ones watched that. But most people or children who watched like German TV, they would watch RTL2 and they would see these animes. And so we grew up with this thing, and it was pretty nice back in the day. So really fun. But this explains why I might like a lot anime, manga, and stuff like that. And this explains also why, since I was little, I wanted to go to Japan because I was fascinated with this country. And yeah, so I told you guys, during summer vacation, somehow I always get back into that. Like, I always find the time to read some more manga, or I just go more to the, I don't know, the library or the bookshops. And I don't know if this culture does also exist in your place, but I feel like mangas take over like much more like bigger parts of like the bookshops than they did years earlier when I was little. When I was little, there was one small corner for the anime and manga, but for the manga, especially animes, the movies. Yeah, but nowadays you go there, they have like big shelves of it, and they are full of the newest stuff and everything translated right away. And I feel this is amazing. This is great for the kids, because I know that many kids who actually don't like reading books like reading manga and watch anime. So I think this is actually good. If your child is not the biggest reader, at least they get into culture and they get at least some reading out of it by getting into their manga and anime stuff. So that's great. And I'm happy that there are many more like things like these. And yeah, so when I walk down through the bookshop, and because during summer holidays I have more time to do that, I see all these different kind of mangas and all the new versions of old ones that I enjoyed and that I liked reading or watching myself. And I'm like, oh, it would be so great, where are they at and stuff. And so what I did now is that this year, since I have also a friend who's super interested in it, I got back into One Piece. And so I had already a big collection of it. I think I had like the 50 first tomes of it. Like yeah, I bought them last year. I remember I bought them until 50. I already had some of it, but I just added some more to my collection last summer already. But then I got to an arc, because like One Piece, I don't know if you know what it is. Let me show you quickly. It's actually some kind of adventure. It's a pirate who is called Luffy, and he wants to become the biggest pirate and to find like the treasure that Goldie Roger, the biggest pirate ever, has hidden someplace in the ocean. So he wants to find that. He wants to see the whole world, and he's just doing that. So he's going for an adventure, and he wants to find that. And the universe is built. It's huge. The universe is huge. Everything is linked together, and this is what I find so nice about this manga and series, because I feel like the author actually had everything inside his head. He had it really thought through before he even started it. And you have to know that right now it's at 104, I think, 102, something like that, tombs. So yeah, it's pretty amazing how well this world is built and how well it's been constructed. And it's divided into arcs. So you have to know that the pirate, he and his crew, because he gets a crew over time, they are arriving at some islands and different worlds. Like say worlds, there are no worlds, but like different islands. And he lives different adventures on these islands. And there's just one island that's actually a ship in the ocean with phantoms and like with zombies and stuff. And this arc, I did not get into it as much. I feel like it was too long, and that's what I read last summer, and I did not even finish. Well, I finished the arc. I finished this part of it. I finished when they got off the island, but afterwards I was not motivated to go on with that. So I just stopped reading it for like a year because I just started again this summer, and I liked the story much. So when I picked it up again, because my friend was like, yeah, this part was a bit too long, but you will see afterwards it's getting so good, and he was actually right. It's pretty nice afterwards. So I pulled through. I just got through that moment, and yeah, I really enjoy reading them again. So it was really fun doing that. And so I ordered a few new ones. So I think I ordered a little bit more than 10 because because of the shipping and stuff. I ordered a little bit more than 10 volumes. So now this one is the 59th, I think. Yeah, 59th one. You see, I read them in German as well because, like, I started them in German. I could read them in French, but I didn't want to. So, but yeah, so I ordered a few more. I still have a few to go through before my summer holidays end, and I hope that I will enjoy them as much as I was told that I would enjoy it. So yeah, I'm curious about that. So this is really something I like. I like the story so far. I also liked and started a while ago. I started again Naruto because I liked watching Naruto on TV when it first came out and stuff. But I feel like with Naruto, it's different. Like, the story is different. It's not as well constructed. It's a great manga, anime, whatever, how you want to read it or watch it. But I prefer One Piece over Naruto for some reason. So yeah. I don't know. I will stop talking about manga anime because I know that not everyone is interested in that. But let me know if you read some, or if there's something that maybe you like. If there's some anime, manga, or book even that you are into. I also read a few books during summer holidays. But I will get into that in another video, I guess. Otherwise it will be too bookish. But yeah, all your suggestions or your reading suggestions are always welcome. So just to let you know again. Yeah, so this is what I did so far during my summer holidays. I did read and I got back into that. And I also got my interest back for, well, it was never gone. I told you I really like Japan. I've been to Japan for nearly 3 weeks in 2019 on my own. Before I went there, of course, well, I had studied Japanese for some time. I did a lot of self-studying at the beginning. And when I was at university, I was like, okay, let's go, because my university did not offer Japanese classes at the beginning. I was like, okay, I'm going to take evening classes at another school that was close by where I lived. So I just took evening classes there with a Japanese teacher from Japan. She was a native, and it was amazing. I learned so much during this year. It were small classes and everything, but I got accepted, so I could do that, and I was so happy. I did this for 1 year, and then I just wanted to start the year afterwards again. But unfortunately, there was like, when I was starting doing it, there were like, we had a lot of work to do that year. We had one project that was taking so much time, and it was a group project, so we were working 2 people on that project, and the person I was with, and it was actually a friend, so I felt a little bit betrayed by that back in times, was that I was the only one who was working on it, because she had her life, and she was always looking, yeah, I have this to do, I have that to do in my life, I don't have the time. So in the end, it was me who did the whole work, or at least it felt like that. And I did not have the time actually because even if you have to take evening classes, if you're studying a language, it's not enough to just like go there and sit there and be passive about it. You have to be active. And I was just so done. I did not have the energy to do it anymore because I was so concentrated on the other project, and I kind of lost not the energy but the fun of it. It was no longer fun, and this is pretty sad because it was really something I enjoyed doing and I really liked. So I got some messages, and yeah, so I said about that, and I just stopped it eventually. So I went there and I said, sorry, but I can't go on. I can't do it because I don't have the time. And I was very sad about that because I had paid for it. And it's not just about the money. It's also about, like, I wanted to do it and she kind of like ruined it for me with the way she was acting. And it's sad because, yeah, I could have made more progress with it. So afterwards, I was concentrated on my master's, and yeah, so I've been mainly self-studying ever since I got back from university. If this is something that you are interested in, please let me know. Maybe I could do just a quick video out of the ordinary, out of the diamond painting world, to tell you about, or just show you about if this is really something that you're interested in. I had an amazing time in Japan by just using like the Japanese that I knew. Well, I would say it's a little bit more than just basic Japanese that I know. So I can talk about everyday life stuff, but don't ask me to talk about like just science or stuff like that. This won't work because my vocabulary is not good enough. But like to talk about normal regular thingies or daily like topics, it's no problem. That's something I can do. So yeah, I guess there was one last topic that I want to address as well in this video. And that's mostly like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, because we don't get announcements much about this. You just have to stumble kind of upon it. But if you guys like to buy from Diamond Art Club, there's actually, I feel like they are destocking pretty much a lot of their kits recently. Like, there are so many Hannah Lynn pictures that have been sold like now these last few days. They all went to the D-Stash and Final Edition kits, and I was like, did they end like their relationship? Like they're not relationship, but did they end actually their sponsorship, their work relation with them, or what happened? And I don't know. I just know that they were like sold a lot now, and like final edition. And maybe, I don't know if this is just this artist they are doing, or if they are going to continue to destash kits more frequently or more rapidly now, because they have like something big coming up. I know that Black Friday is coming up as well, so they need to have a lot of space if they want to do something special, maybe. I don't know. I was wondering if otherwise they would do something like they did for their anniversary, like they would just put out different artworks, many different works for this kind of thing, like many different artworks at the same time. This could also explain why they are destashing so much, but I'm not sure. I just noticed that every time I go there are new pictures like that have become like final edition. So I'm super curious about that. I also had to pick up one because I really liked it. So there was like this Alice from Hannah Lynn that was in my, I did a lot, and I was like always, no, you have that many diamond paintings, you don't need that one. But I did so often, and then it was in like, I don't know, it was not really 50% off, but it was a good amount cheaper than it would actually be. So I was like, should I buy it, should I not? And then I went there and I saw that there was one picture that I really wanted, that it was like final edition, and I was like, Oh no, why? So it was Fathom Below. It's one of Mandy Manzano's pictures with the mermaids and stuff. And I really like this one because I think it would be looking so good in my bathroom. And so I could not do anything else than just order it. And I was like, yeah, I've been eyeing the other one so long, so why not just grab it as well, get it, and be done with it. So I also bought this one at the same time, and I was super happy to get. Well, I have not got them yet, but I was happy to be able to grab them before they are gone. Alice Lost. I usually don't like these doll-eyed girls as much. I like portraits a lot. Like if I tend to go towards portraits, and the Hannah Lynn girls, they also always have like these big eyes and these doll faces, and that's something I'm not drawn to as much. But everything that has to do with Alice is always a big yes for me, at least. And you also have like this idea of the colors that I really love in this painting. So it's very colorful, and I enjoy this about it. So I was like, should I pick it up? Shouldn't I? I hesitated quite a long time. I was thinking about it so much. And in the end, I just put it in my, how do you call it, my shopping bag or shopping cart. And I was like, if it's gone before I buy something else, then I just let it go. But if it's still there when I pick up something new, well, I guess I will buy it just with it. And then there was Fathom Below. I just had to get it before it was gone. And so yeah, somehow I bought the other one as well. That's how it happened, if someone should ask, but no one's gonna go to ask. So yeah, I'm happy that I could grab it. Is there something that you got from their D-stash, or that you got more recently from Diamond Art Club? I'm always super excited to take a look at this, and I also have like my favorite stores on AliExpress that I check upon quite, not say journally, but like not say daily, but regularly in the week. I take a look at them and just to see if there's something new that has been released. I know that there are some people who are wishing me to tell you what kind of stores I visit on AliExpress. I think I will do a separate video about that in the near future, just so that you can find it more easily. It's always easier to find videos like this if I put them separately than if I put it in a long chat. And yeah, so I think I will do this as well. So in the recent for, like, I don't know, this week maybe, or maybe next week, I will try to do this video and put it up on my channel. I have said it now, so it's kind of an obligation to do it. And so this motivates me also to do the video. Yeah, so let me know if there's something that you got from them pretty recently, if there's some picture that you wanted. I know that there have been recently also like 2 new mystery paintings. I love mystery paintings. I don't know if you know, but I really like them a lot. And I did not pick them up though, because these were landscapes. And as much as I like landscapes, well, I don't know if I like them actually. It's more like there are different kind of landscapes. I feel like, oh, I missed another H. I like if you know Yume Arts artwork, like Sakura Festival or Still Waiting and stuff like that. That kind of landscape I really like, because you have landscapes, but you also have people in it, at least a little bit. These landscapes where you don't have people, like not a single soul you can see, well, I get bored so quickly, and that's why I don't want to do a mystery painting of a landscape. But once they are finished, I think that they look gorgeous. There was one landscape, well, I don't know if they titled it landscape, but there was this Mother Days mystery kit that they did, and it was I don't know if you have like done it yet or not. I'm not gonna spoil it. But the motive of it is so gorgeous. Like, I was like, why didn't I pick this up? But in the end, I already have two that have been spoiled for me partly. So that's why I'm not gonna give any hint about the Mother's Day one, because there might be people who still have not done it, so I'm not gonna say anything, don't worry. But I really like the colors of it, and I really like the theme of it, and I think that this one was a nice one. Yeah, so this is something that I also wanted to talk about, because it's just something that I thought about more recently, that Diamond.Kalikaloo is destashing so many kids so quickly, and I was wondering if the Hannah Lynn ones, if they are just like, there was also something like going on like with Josephine Wall, or I don't know. I don't want to have, I don't know. They are just maybe preparing something big for us, and I'm looking forward to that, of course. So yeah. I think I'll move on pretty quickly and in good speed with this one. There is more confetti than I thought there would be for today's video, so I take a little bit longer, I fear. So you get a big waffle. I'm always afraid that it just does not fit like my storage, because I have problems with my phone still, because I did not get more storage on it, and I'm always afraid that it won't like save everything, because I have to change it up with iMovie and stuff, and then I have to upload it on my computer, and that's always takes some time. So but hey, I told you get one video a day, so that's what we will do, right? So I'll see how I get it, but you will get it. I'll make it work somehow. I know that you can buy cloud also for more storage. This is also some option that I have in mind maybe to do, but we will see. So I got this done. I'm curious to see what her skin color will be like, because sometimes this might look funny. So I'm very curious about that. I know that it's not going to be like the original artwork. Oh, they start again. So, but I hope that it will still look good. I hope that it's not too awful on your ears, this whole drilling, because it is quite annoying on mine. But I try to go on and finish this part here before going for a walk with my dog and get out of this house and all this noise, I guess. This can be so annoying, but I hope that they will be done pretty quickly. I talked to the neighbor yesterday, and she told me that it will take them a month to finish, and I hope that they will be done once school starts again, because both of them also work in school. So I hope that it will be done quickly, and that the noise will be over then, and that they have done everything they want to do and that they won't start again, because my neighbor was like, oh yeah, they talked about renovating also their outside places and to make things bigger, and I was like, oh yeah, great, amazing, you go for it. But yeah, if you need to do it, I understand that you do it when you move in, because so it's done and you can finally live there, and yeah, normal. But yeah, meantime we have the noise, right? So stay with me, we'll be done pretty quickly, I hope. I've been going on for more than an hour. I feel like it's getting hard for me to talk to you guys because I told you I'm not the biggest talker, and I talked about all the topics that I wanted to talk to you about. There's one topic I still can talk about if you want to. It's like another diamond painting related topic, and it's that I've been pretty recently, there were so many pictures that were released by DIY Moon Shop that I was super interested in. There were like another Cherry Yuki one. There were also other things that they released, but then I took a look at the pricing, and I finished like 2 DIY Moon Shop ones, and I felt like the quality is okay, but the rendering, I don't know, it feels like they are just, and I know that some other diamond painter talked about this in their recent video. It's like somehow the rendering is not as good. Like they don't do any hand sharding, and that's something I know about. And oh my god, sorry for the noise, guys. So they do no hand sharding, and so the rendering, there can be a lot of unnecessary confetti in it, and just like with pictures from AliExpress. And I feel like the price they ask for pictures that have like that kind of rendering is too expensive. So that's why I recently did not order from them, even though the pictures are something I love, because they tell me I can do that. What they do, I can do as well. I can do just like grab or get an image I like, run it through Pixel Stitch or something, and then I can just go buy drills and put them on canvas, a blank canvas, for example, or just order customs with it. But I can also, and this is more interesting, I can get a picture I like, I can run it through Pixel Stitch, and I can switch up everything I like, so I can change it, make it more look better. And that's when I tell myself that they are too expensive for what it is. And I really like the wrapping they come into and everything, but I'm really sad about the rendering. Makes me sad, actually. That's something that that's why I actually decided not to get one. So I'm sorry, I thought that they would stop, so they just continue drilling right now. So I'm gonna go to the voiceover again, I think, for the rest of the video. Yes, so there are a few drills I have left to put down. So like you can see here, this is a voiceover because the noise is actually too loud just to do it while filming. So yeah, I will put down the last drills with a little bit of voiceover. I would be really happy if you could tell me in the comments down below if there's anything you bought recently from Diamond Art Club, or if there's anything you want to get from them, if there's anything you bought from another company as well. All these things do interest me, because I always like to see what other people are working on, or what they have like unicorns left, or what they like to work on in general. So please let me know in the comments down below. Also tell me if you are interested in a video I could do about maybe my main sellers I buy from on AliExpress. I have a list of shops where I like to get my diamonds and my canvases, also for heaven and earth projects and so on. You can also tell me in the comments down below if you want to know a little bit more about my trip to Japan, so that I can put it together. I could add some photos in it if you are interested in that, or if you want to know a little bit more about the methods to study a language, especially Japanese or Korean, which I studied in evening class or I self-taught me. Like, you know, maybe I studied different languages mainly in school and at university, and since it's something I really enjoy, it has become my job. I'm a language teacher, French and Latin teacher, so let me know in the comments if this is something that you're interested in, or if I can help you out with that as well. I can talk to you a little bit more about that in another video. So yeah, this is mainly the painting. I think it's turning out great so far. You see there's a little bit more of confetti in this picture, more than it is actually in the Diamond Art Club one, but I think it would be a good idea to maybe just get the Diamond Art Club one so that I can do a comparison video. So let me know in the comments down below about the questions I asked. If you want to, please consider also liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, because this helps my channel grow and it makes me really happy as well. And in the meantime, I do hope that you stay healthy. I hope that you stay hydrated. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye guys. Bye bye.